Hi friends and foes, this is Janitra Daily and I'm back with an important message. Listen, I ain't got no important message, but we need to talk about something. I am currently watching On Patrol Live because I didn't get to watch it live yesterday because yesterday was a girl's birthday and she was out and about. But I do want to address something, so let me mute this. Now, let's talk about this thing that happened in Alabama with these chairs, okay? Yes, I have been looking for me some damn folding chairs. And what about it? How we gonna figure that out? And what about it? Anyways, when I find me some folding chairs, I thought I was just gonna get a white one, but I'm gonna get a array of colors. For the array of colors of people that I need to bust over the head with it, including the black one. I need a white one. The orange one and the pink one and the purple one because that's my favorite color, and the yellow one. Of course, why wouldn't I get a yellow one? And a green one for my mama that's in heaven. So when I bust a nigga over the head that say something wrong about her, I done covered all the bases. You see what I'm saying? That's when you get the blue for your kids, the red and the black for your kids that like the red and the black, the pink, and my grandkids' favorite color and everything else. I'm gonna cover the whole family. Therefore, when the little kids start fucking with my grandkids, I have to get the little ones for them too. I didn't realize when I bought that little table and chair set from Michaela from Walgreens all that many years ago for Christmas that it was gonna be this valuable, but both of them will have one this year. You understand what I'm saying? The young ones. And I might even get Brielle one. Hell, she's only 5 years old, but she deserves one too. Okay? We gonna hit them over the head in Canada. Now, I know everybody be like, oh, it's a black and white racial thing, this, that, and the other. And I hated to see the videos that came out after that. Like, especially the black boy that took the blue chair and beat the hell out of that white boy over something. As soon as he picked that chair up, he knew to take off running. But he couldn't run from that black boy, but he was fucking with him. He started a fight with him. So instead of using his gun, which was on his waist, he took the chair and beat his ass. I love that. See, which one y'all want me to do? Use the gun or the chair? I think if we went for the chairs and the fists and put the guns down, we all can just get our ass beat, whoever made the best man win, and then we can get out of jail and just repeat. But no, out of all seriousness, people think it's funny that they say put the chairs up and the guns down. I love that. Whoever started that, I love that. Being a gun owner, being part of the shoot 'em up, bang 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 club, is because of the threats that my children receive from other people. Has nothing to do with me because I've always fought with my hands. And if you win, guess what? Yeah, hey, how you doing, girl? I'm gonna get my lick back. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna get my lick back. And sometimes I ain't even gotta lick them. God hit way harder than I do. You believe that? Sometimes just let the Lord fight some ill battles. All of them, actually. But you can fight some of them. You do what you gotta do, and you'll come out on top. You understand what I'm saying? So, speaking of all of that, let's talk about this. Okay. Everybody's brought up how the African dust is making it where there's no hurricanes coming this year or whatever. Right. I already knew we weren't really gonna have an active season. I would be surprised if we even get through the first name list. To be surprised. I really don't think anything's going on. For one, it's really hot. Yes, the seas are hot. We it's gonna rain and storm every day, But if the African dust is really known to keep those storms at bay, we're not going to have any. Plus, I talked to my African friend yesterday on my birthday, and he said in Africa, where the beach is, you can habitate the beach, you can go to the beach, but when it's bad weather, they already know because you can see it from miles away. And that's how they know, okay, this right here may be a hurricane for the United States or whatever island they get to first before it gets to the United States. They already know that. Like I told him, dang, dude, send me a smoke signal. Janitra did. Five of them done spun off the coast of Africa. Y'all better be watching them. You know what I'm saying? Just let your friend know. I ain't did nothing to you for you to do me like that. But okay, let me get back to this fight in Alabama on the front of the ship. Okay. The boy that swam across the water, I believe he was of mixed race. And when he swam across that water like Michael Phelps at 16 years old and got to fighting anybody, equal opportunity. He's an equal opportunity person. Now, he did what he had to do to help that man. They had no business putting all of them jumping on that man like that. And then when we come, everybody running, jumping in the water, and now you're trying to jump people you don't even know about, and you don't know that you finna get your tail broke up. To the ones that was running, everybody can't fight. I understand that. Be the purse holder of something, the bodyguard from somebody that's trying to break it up. Don't let the black people get jumped. Those are your job details. While we are out there scrapping, you are supposed to be holding people out of the way so that the white people can't jump on the black people, and let that black person that's on top of that white person go ahead and do that and handle that so they can get to the next one. You see what I'm saying? Commence. It's an assembly line. We got to keep the assembly line going. You have duties. Hold that lady purse. Go get that man phone. Hold all the cell phones. Get the white ones too. Hold their cell phones. Hold everybody's cell phone. I don't care what color they was. You should have been holding everybody's cell phone, everybody's purse, so people wouldn't be talking about, oh, my purse, I was holding my purse was in the way, this, that, and the other. But, okay, shouts out to the people on the top of the boat that got all the footage, and shout out to the Harriet boat that came through. Harriet Tubman was there. She was there, and she was mad, and she was that girl that beat that white lady behind, and then tossed her in the water that was dragging her. That was Harriet Tubman. See, let me tell y'all something. Y'all think I'm being funny, but now I'm being dead serious about that, because you think about what our ancestors been through. We don't know which one of us was related to Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. Like, we kind of have a bow idea of who may be related to them versus what their history show, but we really don't know unless we do DNA. It's plenty more slaves way before that. Come on now. Our ancestors, every single one of us had an ancestor that was a slave. Okay? Now, a house slave and a field slave is two different things. Me and a friend that I used to work with used to say I was a house slave because I'm going to sell everything. But that's not me. I'm just a good jokester. But, no, I'm down for my people no matter what. And I've always been like that. But I was taught that you never call people names. You never pick at people. This, that, and the other. And I can guarantee you this, and I can say this to the young people and the old people that are listening to me. I used to pick at this guy that had keloids on his ear. I ended up getting keloids on my ear, and then I had nodules in my neck is what led me to radiation. So believe me when I say laughing is catching. So that's why I don't have earlobes, because I've had surgery 4 times and they've been removed. So it makes my ears, they've been reconstructed, but it make it look like I don't have no ears. I got ears. They're just little. But when I say laughing is catching, laughing is catching. Don't pick at people. Don't fuck with people. Stop talking about people. Stop doing people wrong. Why? And this is what I can't understand. Why is they so mad that black people have had enough? Like, a video today I saw a lady, grandchildren went into the Walgreens and the girl told her to get their stuff and hurry up and come check out or she gonna call the police. Now that lady was real polite because I wouldn't even ask no questions. I swear to God, my kids know how I act. I wouldn't even ask no questions. I would have went right up to her and yanked her ass over that counter and say, which one of them you thought was stealing? You can't be talking to mine. Okay? Because if you think they're stealing, let the law handle this. You ain't got nothing to do with it. You about to lose your job. And I'm about to beat your ass. Okay? Find the right person to play with. We's not having it no more. I never was the one to be about it. I don't like to get aggressive like that because I'm not a mean and nasty person. I do not bother nobody until they put their hands on me or say something out the way disrespectful to me. My mouth is very lethal. I will cuss you out and I will say some things to you with my words that will make you feel like shit. I'm not the one of the two. I don't care if you 16, 4, 3, 99, 109, 40, 30. Anybody can get it. Because people need to learn to respect each other. Okay, for example, it's a YouTuber. I left something on his page. Do you know I've never had 450 something people message me about you too old to be on this page? Why you watching these YouTubers? See, y'all young people need to understand. Whoever's looking at this video, repost it. And say, look at this old lady in her bonnet talking junk. Yes, I had a birthday yesterday. I am 46 years old. I'm pretty sure y'all know who I am because y'all made me go viral by tagging my name, reposting it. And every time I had to go in there and eat one of y'all up, then y'all ain't have nothing to say. Go get your mammy and tell her to get on this internet so I can tell her what kind of mother she is for not raising you right, that you on here trying to tussle with a professional that love God, but she would ask God if she could say this. Sir, ma'am, Jesus, I need to, before I, So, I use my birds first, and then it elevates. But I'm not going to argue with you too long. It's a couple of those little girls that I had to block off of there. And some say, Janitra, go to their page and see if these people is really people. Some of them want people, and it's harassment. So I will report your page if you're harassing me. I sure will. You're not going to harass me or bully me or hide behind a fake Instagram, a fake Snapchat, a fake TikTok, a fake Facebook, a fake YouTube fucking with me. It's not going to happen. We going to dead that in a minute. Because I need you. Because you done talk so much junk on everybody's page. Because you so unhappy. They done blocked you from all these pages. You just have the time. This is how you know it's a child. You have the time to be making fake profiles just so you can keep following these people and wondering what these people are doing. That, you know what that means? You need to get you some motherfucking business. You, your mammy, and your daddy. If you got one, y'all need to get you some M&F business. One of the little boys saying, "Oh, you real pressed. Your daddy should have left you on the sheets." You, sir, are you sure? Little boy, are you sure you got a daddy? Is your daddy your real daddy? Because I knew who my real daddy was. And I ain't ashamed to say it. I had a daddy, and I was raised by my stepdaddy. I love my stepdaddy to death. I love my daddy. My daddy is deceased. Okay? Even if he was living, deceased or not, I'm gonna still bat for him even though he's not here. You're not gonna say he should have left me on the sheets. I was the first one. So I know he was making me out of love. But your mammy probably had you when she was 13, 14 years old. I come from an educated family. If they didn't go to college, they went to the service. If they didn't finish college, they done had a good career. They just chose to live in the wrong area that didn't allow them for growth. That's one thing about it. We live in a very small town, and it's like a bucket of crabs. Everybody pulling everybody down. Nobody has nobody back around here. This is why I go to work. I come home. I mind my business. I'm with my husband, my children, or my grandkids. I don't have time for nobody else. I got friends. Yeah. I was at one of my friends' house yesterday on my birthday. But I didn't stay long because I knew me and my husband already had plans. But I'm going to show up for her because she has really been a true friend to me. However, a lot of things bothered me about yesterday. It's first for a lot of stuff, but it's things that some people don't have beyond their control. They have a lot going on. And like when I remember when I had a lot going on, people would say, "Why you got so much going on? Why everybody dying around you? Why you always sick, this, that, and the other?" I have health issues, but I'm very well. I'm healthy. But I have health issues. Some people are barely surviving. And it may not be because they're unhealthy. It may be because the person they are, their spirit. See, people when they have birthdays, they don't want to tell their age. And I used to be like that. I couldn't wait to be 18. Oh my God. So I thought I knew everything, but I had forgot. Dang, I've been working since I was 14, helping my mama pay the bills. And when I turned 18, I told her, even though I'm going to college, which I was supposed to go away for college, but she got sick when I graduated, so I couldn't go. I had to stay local to go to the community college and help take care of her. When she got sick 9 years ago, it's just been me and her. And my niece and my cousin helped me. My cousins, I got 2 cousins and a niece that helped me a lot. My niece that helped me the most, that moved in with her in her little her first apartment by herself. She always lived with me, and me and my husband finally decided that, okay, we want, since the kids leaving the house, everybody gonna leave the house. So she got a little apartment, and she wanted to be on her own too, so she ain't have to hear us arguing. She didn't have to hear nobody telling her she can put this there or put that there, because this, it's like that when you get married. People have rules that maybe she didn't have in her house. But I loved my mama to death. You hear me? That was a good Christian lady. And my mother-in-law was also, and they got along. They met and got along and hit it off real quick, like they were sisters instantly. You hear me? It hurt my mom that her friend had died, and she didn't last long after that. And then my daddy died a year before my mom, so she dealt with all of this. And then my dad's mom died 2 weeks before her. I also lost a first cousin and one of my grandma's daughters her two of her sons. It's just like it was back to back. Which one was my father? So when I say I've been through it, I had COVID 3 times, which caused me to have developmental MS, and I already have back issues. When I hurt my back, the COVID make your body aches hurt. I had cancer on the knee that was removed. Now I have, because I fall a lot, because of now I got a bulging disc in my neck, and it's done filled my ear up with fluid, and I have vertigo anyways on this side. So I have the deficit on this side, that when my vertigo act up, I'm down for a couple of days. It gets right, including my back. Like, I worked 12 hours last week, 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And when I tell you it was so hard and painful to walk, I wanted to cry every step. But I would be like, people. And then I seen one of my friends in JCPenney's, and she was like, "You okay? Because I saw you walking, and you weren't walking right. You was walking like an old lady." I said, "Listen, if I knew 46 was going to feel like this, I wouldn't want to be 46. So I said, but I know it's not my age that's making me feel like this. My back is screwed up. I need surgery. And I'm just trying to wait till the right time to have the surgery. But I'm like, Lord, I don't know how much more of this I can take. Because sometimes I go paralyzed and I can't walk. And then I end up in the hospital for a couple of days. And then when I get my gait back, I'm walking with a walker. And then I'm supposed to be walking with the walker at all times. But they taking they precious time about my disability because my husband works. That's not the way it works. I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle. I need my money. I work for that money. Give my damn SSI. Get my disability. I done put into the system. I don't care when people talk about, oh, it's not going to be no Social Security or none of that stuff for the day. Well, they need to stop taking out of people's check. I want my money. I done worked all my life. 14 years old. I never not had a job. Anytime I had a job and went to another one, I made sure I had that job before I left another one. And when that boss fired me last March, and I had been to that hospital almost 6 years, she wasn't even there 10 months, and she was getting fired because she cost that company a lot of money. That came to me. Don't play with it. God don't like ugly. You know you had no business doing what you did when you knew it was already documented, and I had my workman's comp papers. This is why your ass got sued. I don't care if I can't work for the place, the company anymore. It was the people I worked with that hurt me the most, that I didn't see every day, because I've known these people since I started, and most of us started together. Some was there a couple of years before I was. Some was there a couple of years before I left, was there, and then they came back when I started, and I ended up training these people. Like, we were a big family, and they messed it all up. And I guess when she came aboard, it was too many black people there for her. So every day I came in, it was one less black person. I'm like, what the? Either she moved them to another floor, or they put in their 2 weeks notice and say they was out of there. And then some of them couldn't even hold on 2 weeks. They just quit because they could not stand our manager. She was that racist. And you Indian. You're not even considered a Caucasian, baby. Take that off your demographics when you talk about you a Caucasian. Because you're a Muslim. You couldn't work Fridays. You had to have a room with a window. You had to be able to pray 900 million times a day. Nothing against Muslims. But she was just a freaking con artist. That's what she was. And she was very disrespectful to people. So guess what? God hit harder than me. Didn't I tell you? I ain't had to do nothing. I ain't had to say nothing. I ain't had to send nobody else after her. I told her what I had to say when I left that job. Told her to kiss my ass. She talking about she gonna get security to call me out This the telephone. She picking up the phone to call security. I said, I hung up the receiver. I wouldn't do that if I was you. And then the other supervisor looking at me as if I put my hands on her. I said, you sit down. I did not touch her. You sit down. But I'm telling you right now, you call security to have them escort me out, we're going to have some problems. Because I didn't threaten to do anything to you. I just told you what a bitch you were. And all the other things I had to hold my tongue with while I was your employee. And you going to talk about, I told you, you thought I was playing with you. If you called in one more time, you was getting fired. Now, I said, look in that drawer. You see the FMLA papers and the workman's comp papers? You about to lose your job. So after my suit was finalized, it was a month, and she was gone. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't finna be working out anyways. So by you firing me was very good. Because I could sit home and collect the unemployment on y'all ass while I went to work. Under the table, did what I had to do. And when I went to work, when I did go to work, went for a doctor's office, that didn't work but for a couple of days. That was a misunderstanding. And now they want me back. And I'm not coming back because y'all embarrassed me and disrespected me. Put me in something that I did not know. That was between you and that black girl. I never seen that girl a day in my life. All I did was tell her to just leave so these people won't call the police on you. And I said, was there anything you needed? We didn't have any patients at the time. I guess they were offended because I walked her to the door and said, baby, just let it go. I said, God bless you. You're going to find another job. You are a professional. Okay? And don't argue with them. They got mad because she was recording the whole thing. And so when I asked her, I was like, oh, hi, how you doing? She was like, did you just start today? I said, no, it's been 2 days. And she was like, oh, you better get out of here while you can because they will lie on you in a minute. I was like, oh, really? I was like, well, I hope I don't have to face that because I'm not the one to be disturbed my peace. I don't like my peace being disturbed. She said, that's what I'm saying. She said, but they just came back down and said that I wasn't doing nothing and I was just sitting down and the other lady talking about she do all the answering the phones and things like that. She said it will help if you get orientation when you come on the jobs to the company standards to what you need to know. She said I was doing stuff that I didn't even know whether it was my job or nothing. And she went and ran and talked about that I took her cases. Well, let me know what are my cases and what are your cases. Please tell me what I'm supposed to do and which phone is my extension and what I'm supposed to answer. And you sitting over there answering all these calls and now you act like, oh, I'm head over heels, but you never orientated me to anything. You didn't even show me where the bathroom was. I had my urine for 2 days. I've been here for a whole month, and for 2 whole days, they didn't tell me where the bathroom was. She said so when she took her break, she would go down to the store to use the bathroom every day. So on her day, walking out the building, I promise you, she looked, some said, look to your right. And she looked to the right and she said, oh, that's where the bathroom at. Right next door to the office. But nobody told me that's where the employee bathroom was. And she was like, oh, that's not an employee bathroom. That's the patient's bathroom. She said, but where is the employee bathroom? She said, I just want to know. Even though I'm leaving, I just want to know. She said, the lady said, we're not supposed to use it. That's for the boss. She said, oh, is it really? But I've seen all of y'all white people go back there to use it. They got offended about that. Because she noticed that the white people went back there to use it. But when we went to the bathroom, we had to use the public bathroom. I kid you not. It's 2023. This was last year. I kid you not. This is what was going down. So I guess they thought I had something to do with it because I was talking to the girl, was not talking to them. I didn't say anything about them. I just took the information in the back of this head right here and I used it when I left there. So guess what? Now I'm finna sit home a little longer and collect a little more workman's comp. But baby, it wasn't enough money. I had to go back to work. $500 a week wasn't nothing. I sat on a workman's comp because I had money in the bank. And I thought I was going to get paid like the COVID people did. $2,000 a week. That was a lot of money y'all wasted on America. Some of them people ain't never made $2,000 in their life. And they claim that they lost their job or they couldn't find no job because of it. And y'all paid them all that money. And for somebody that done worked all their life. Since they was 14. Y'all didn't want to give me not nary one of them pennies. I was making the money that y'all was giving the people to sit on their behinds at home and collect and buy new furniture and decorate their homes and start YouTube channels and buy all these expensive cameras and all this other stuff like getting their nails and hair done. We on the pandemic. Who is doing your nails and your hair? Because the hair store wasn't open. I had to wear them beat up wigs until the hair store opened. And when the hair store opened, I went and bought my own braiding hair and braided my own shit. Press on nails and all. What beauty salon you been to? Shit, I had to use a saw to cut my damn toenails. Like, it just bothers me. It's a lot of things black people do. But, baby, when I tell you we unmatched, we are unmatched. Because that day in Alabama, we stood up for each other. Now, I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm going to just get on up off of here. Now, if we can do that every day instead of dragging each other in the mud, saying all these negative things about each other, we will be a race back on top. We come from Africa, baby. Well, that's the only continent that have all the minerals that we need in the world that those white people can't go over there and touch none of them people's stuff. Y'all ain't know that, did you? The gold, the oil, all of that is over there, right there in Africa. The healing herbs, all that stuff. Nowhere else but over there in Africa. But you got everything to say about the black man. And that's where you getting your medicine from. That's where you get your gas from and put in your car. They are one the richest, not one of, the richest continent on the planet. People don't know that. But because they black, y'all not trying to give them their credit. But I'm just here to let you know. We not as dumb as y'all think we are. We talk different from y'all for a reason because we was taught that we had to say we came up with all these slang words so y'all wouldn't understand what we saying. Now y'all think that we just the coolest people on earth. How can you do your hair like that? What did you say? Well, how do you talk like that? All this other ray, and then when y'all trying to learn this and learn that, we don't have nothing to ourselves. Shout out to the black man that created that dang on chair. See, when I went to school, they didn't teach us none of that. All they taught us was Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and Sojourner Truth, and Harriet Tubman, and Kunta Kinte, and that was it. The white people founded this, the white people founded that. My people are in the history books. If you look up Kawana Parker, Quannah Parker, Parker, that is my great-great-grandfather. So yes, there's real Indian in my blood. And look up him. And that was my grandmother's mother's husband. Yes. So that's my great great grandfather. So the the people that's in my family, most of the boys have those genes with the gray eyes and that pretty long hair. All of us got long hair. Most of us anyways. Um and that light skin. Yep. They say I bleach, but every winter I turn 2 shades lighter because my DNA is just what it is. Keep saying I'm bleaching. I'm not finna spend my money on no $40 bottle of bleaching cream. I like cars. I like perfume. I love clothes and purses, jewelry. I'm a girl's girl. Don't come to me talk about buying some damn bleaching cream. I don't even know. Everything say bleaching cream. You don't know what the hell you putting on your face. Look at my skin. Bleach what? I don't want to be no light skin anyways. The fuck I'm bleaching my skin for? Cause they think they better than people. Just know your ass that like you got the milkman in your system somewhere. But also, ladies, let me tell y'all something real quick. I hope I have enough time because I ain't got that much storage on this card and I'm on my phone. The baggage that you carried when you was a child of somebody. I've been a victim of molestation from family members. It's not right, but I can talk about it now. I'm a grown woman. I can protect myself, so I feel comfortable with talking about it. Will I put their names on blast? No. They've all apologized. I forgave myself. One person didn't apologize. I really don't do him like that. But even after my mama died, I was holding a grudge against him. And some say, the Lord said, Jan, let it go. Let me deal with it. So I did that, and he's dealing with it. But I still don't. No, we don't have to be like that. And sometimes, just like the friends you leave behind, sometimes you have to elevate above your family. You don't have to be there all the time for them. Say hello. Call them once in a while. Let people. But when people are falling out with me and my family because I'm helping somebody else in my family, baby, I don't care. I don't care. Because you're not sleeping, talking to me is not making me eat, sleep, or shit. Remember that. And it's vice versa. But you stuck like glue on my ass. For what reason? What do you need to find out? One of my favorite cousins in the world, when my mama died, even if you don't fuck with me, bitch, you could have called me and said condolences. That's all you had to say. So guess what? Now, I don't want to talk to none of y'all. None of y'all. The ones that, oh, that's my favorite aunt, this, that, and the other. But you didn't come to their funeral. You didn't come to her funeral. Fuck yeah. All them people talking about it was coming to my mama's funeral. All that money I spent and went broke for my family did not show up for me. So the family that was there, I consider that my family. I don't fuck with nobody else. I promise you. The rest of them is excluded because y'all live local. Ain't no excuse. I had people coming from Miami, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, New York for me. And you right here 10, 15, 30, 45 minutes away from me, and you couldn't pay your respects to your auntie. I had a funeral before I cremated her just so y'all could say goodbye. And y'all knew I was doing that. And y'all left me stuck. I have no respect for y'all. So guess what? when anybody goes in this family, if I go to the funeral, it's because I wanted to. But I won't have nothing to say to none of the children of that person that's in that casket. I don't even want to view the person that's in that casket. I probably might not even go. You ain't come to mine. Should I be that petty? But what I'm saying is, that's a demonic spirit. You holding a grudge against me because of what somebody told you. But you didn't come and ask me myself. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Let's talk this out. We ain't got to be yelling at each other and all that other stuff. We adults. I ain't 46 years old. I don't have time to be acting like I'm 26, darling. We can have a conversation about it. And I'm telling y'all about y'all families right now. That cousin that you've been helping, baby, she been running your name in the dirt. Stop helping that hoe. Let her help herself. She laying up with all these men. She don't have no problem over her legs. That man need to open his wallet. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I'm telling you, when you have all these things that happen to you as a child, and if you was raised in the church like I was, and if you have any Christian values in you, I can't recite quotes out the Bible like my husband can, or like my family can, because I can't retain information like that, especially after I had COVID. I'm a medical person. Ask me anything medical, I can give it to you. I love the Bible, but I wasn't paying attention. They say I'm ADHD. I might be. Whatever. I don't care. But, and they just said that this year that I'm ADHD. I don't pay attention. I be all over the place. And I think just because I haven't talked to nobody, or I don't talk to anybody, and I confide in my husband for everything, and I don't know why I don't have a phone. People don't call me. People call me to find out stuff. You know, my daughter, my mom was my best friend. Her 6-month death anniversary was yesterday on my birthday. I handled it like a G. I cried a couple of times. I did. I'm sad about it. I'm lost without her. This the necklace she wore every day on her neck. And I just find myself playing with it all the time. I can't let that go. But what I did let go of is of that baggage that everybody did something to me. I had to let go of those demons. Those are demons. You carry those demons with you, you'll never be satisfied with nobody and nothing on the earth. Because I don't understand how people say, "Oh, I don't want no man. I don't want to be with no man," or I don't want to be with no woman," or whatever you like, whatever you do. God didn't make us for ourselves. If you are so independent and you don't want nobody or don't need nobody, you can do it yourself. If you was on this earth by your car, who was on by yourself, and who was gonna make your car for you to ride around in, and who gonna fix it when it was broke down, and who gonna get the gas for you to put it in there, and when you get sick, who was gonna take care of you? What doctor was gonna fix your leg if you so independent? You would be on this earth by yourself, so you wouldn't have nobody to help you. So my problem, I'm sorry for crying, y'all, but my problem is, why are you still angry at these people that are dead? Forgive those people, even if they was living. Forgive those people and drop that baggage and drop them demons off where they are. You carry all these different spirits around with you. Everything that somebody did to you, you're carrying part of their spirit around with you. Let me know if you agree with me. Drop it off. Give it to God. Let him fix it. He can do it. You can't. If you can't do it, you don't want to go to therapy. You don't want to do this. You don't want to talk to nobody about it. You don't want to talk to me about it. You don't want to talk to nobody about it. You ain't going to no therapy. You ain't doing this, that, and that. Okay, then what you gonna do? You're going to carry this baggage around with you to the day you die, and you're going to be miserable and unhappy. You letting somebody in the ground uh, uh, or in a jar stop you from being happy. When you going to let go of that spirit, that demon? You have to. You have to let it go. You have to ask God to relieve you of that burden and let you forget all about that. Forgive that person and move on. You're not going to get the relief until you forgive that person for doing whatever they did to you. Just say it out loud. Just say, I forgive you so and so for doing what you did to me. And talk to God about it after that. And he will fix it for you. And tell him you want to leave that baggage right there out in my trash can. Take it out when the trash man pick up the trash, you're gonna pick that baggage up. You no longer own that. What you did was let the enemy destroy you. You let the devil control you. You let the devil let you carry all that baggage around with you from all those years of your life. And you still got it. That's why you're unhappy. That's why you're still in pain. That's why your foot hurt. That's why your hair hurt. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You'll feel a lot better. And then you'll realize that all you have to deal with is your problems. Things are going to change like 1,000% for you. And don't ever, I hate to hear women say I said I would never get married again. And I wouldn't, because I believe that even with the trials and tribulations my husband sent me through, we go through, I guess every relationship has an out. A beginning and an end, and trials and tribulations. That's nobody's perfect is what I'm trying to say. And if I forgive my husband, let me forgive my husband. Who are you to judge me and tell me that I should do this and that to him when you don't have one? Where's yours? And even if you do have one, why don't you worry about him? You need to be working on yours and stop telling me what to do with mine. Okay? And that's the other thing. As a woman now in my 40s, I'm learning. Don't tell none of your friends your business about nothing that's going on in your house. Because that's when they take advantage of you. And baby, they will drag you through the mud. Oh, they look like they got it going on so bad. They ain't got nothing going on. Yeah, they got a house. They just bought a house. They got all this new furniture in there. And they got new cars. And they think they all of that. No, bitch, we gotta work. You think I'm terrified to be broke down on the side of the road in a new car, used car, or old car? I'm not driving no old car that's not reliable, and I'm stuck on the side of the road. That's one of my biggest fears. So if God blessed me enough to get a new car, guess what I'm going to do? That's one thing you always going to have is a car payment and rent. Medical bills, light bills, gas bills, all of that you're going to always have. You ain't going to never be able to get rid of it. Yep, go to Africa and live out there and build a hut where you have to build your fire every night. And cooking, they have pots they cook in. They have to wash that dish too. It just might not be as many. But, lucky with getting cell phone service and lucky with doing all your social media stuff and your Facebook to be in everybody's business, because it's not going to happen. You're going back to how it used to be. We are going back to how it used to be. And I can't wait, because I'm glad I was equipped with the things that I know. I know how to wash clothes by hand. I know how to plant vegetables and fruit. I know how to cut yard with a machete. My husband is a damn Jamaican, and some of my family is from the West Indies. So, what about it? I can get me a rolling lawnmower and cut my yard. Can you do that? Can you do that? I can do a lot of things. We hung up clothes on the line. You can give me a goddamn on clothesline any day. I'd rather have it over that dang on dryer. It makes my house hot. I don't like to clean it. Whoever invented that. Yeah, it's good for some things because I don't like the iron. But I'd rather go back to ironing if it's got to be like that. And I'm talking about the old-fashioned iron. I can do that one too. Where the iron ain't have no cord and you just put that iron on the hot fire outside. And you sat there and put them clothes on the log and you put a crease in them pants out of this world. You understand me? Where you had to scale your own fish and clean your own fish. I can clean my own damn food. I might can't go gather it because I don't want to kill no animal. But I don't have to eat meat. I can eat all vegetables. I love vegetables. For those that don't eat them, I feel bad for y'all because y'all gonna die when the world coming to an end. Because all these white people that know how to hunt gonna be killing them goddamn ox, chicken, turkey, hens, whatever they can get their hands on. Bears, deers, they eat all of that. Goats, turtles, they eat the turtles, they eat the zebras, they eat the elephants, they eat it all. We don't eat that. So they gonna survive. But what you gonna do? Just go on grow watermelon, go on grow peas, go on grow squash, go on grow tomatoes, go on grow mint, and plant me a couple of marijuana bushes in the back for my medicinal use, my pain medicine and my other medicine for my nerves and stuff. You know, the chemicals that I take now, I be taking the nerve pill that smoke me up something serious. Y'all ever smoke a real blunt, real blunt, dry some weed, leave the other weeds wet, and roll it in the real marijuana leaf? Y'all ain't never done that? Baby, you gonna be feeling good. And you only need 2 puffs, and you right. Non-chemical in it. Come from Jesus up above. That's the only plant on the earth can't get no weeds in it. Can't no plant grow with it. The bugs can't eat it. None of that. Pure. Y'all better know y'all stuff. Y'all better learn something. That's what's wrong with black people. Stay out of people's business and learn you something. And buy you a folding chair. And if you have to use it on these people that think they created us, that think they made black people, use it. Use it before you shoot them. But if they got their power with them, you pull yours out. That's the other thing. Get your guns. We need them too. Because there's going to be a lot of zombies and all kind of other stuff we're going to have to kill out here. But I don't want to be around when the rapture come. I'm going to already be in glory. Because the ones that's going to be here during the rapture, y'all going to suffer bad. Bad. We already in part of it. We already suffering. But when God get tired of us suffering, He coming for us, y'all. Just believe and hold faith. But remember what I said in the meantime. Get rid of that baggage. Drop them demons off that you carrying around. You're going to feel lighter and lighter and lighter. And after a while, you're going to be realizing, I just be laughing for no reason. I love making people laugh. I love making people happy. I really do love making people laugh and love making people happy. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's why I got on here, because I feel like I can let my feelings out and say what I want to say and not have people judge me. But then I don't care if somebody judge me, because some people judge you off of ignorance because they don't know. They just really don't know. And you have to fill them with education. You have to educate some people on the proper things to do because they wasn't taught that. It's not their fault. They just weren't taught that. Or maybe they don't receive the information like some people do receive it. Some information I can retain, some that I don't. Like people be talking about who that person played in that movie. I don't know. All I can tell you is I like the movie and what part happened on the movie. I don't care who's acting in the movie. If you say they're a bad actor, that's your problem. I don't sit there and be judging them people but like stuff like that. If I didn't like the movie, I'll just say I didn't care for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going back and forth. You niggas talk about it. I don't like this and I don't like that. I'm not going back. I don't know them people name. I'm not retaining that information. What are they going to do for me? They can't get me in the pearly gates. I am not worried about who played in this movie or that movie. You know the people that you see on social media all the time, on the news all the time. But the other ones that are not, I don't know who played in that movie. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Stop asking me who Kenyon Reeves or Keno Reeves or whatever the hell y'all call him is. I don't know who. Show me a picture of him. Okay, I seen him somewhere, but ask me what he acted in. I can't tell you. All I can tell you is Tyler Perry movies. Because he's funny. I like comedy and I like love movies. And all I can do is tell you who Tyler Perry is because he has given all these black people opportunity to have jobs they never had. Money that they never had to take care of their families, whether they bad actors or not. Well, y'all think they bad actors or not. He gave them an opportunity. What a blessed man. What a blessed man. He was homeless, so he know that he had to do what God said he had to do. He had an assignment put upon his back. I don't care if y'all say he dressed up like a woman and this man is gay. I don't care nothing about that. I'm not judging him for none of that. I'm judging him for the things he's did for this whole world. You believe that. And the things he continued to do for this world. And he would continue to do it till the day he died. I'm so proud of him. I'm proud of all the people he gave opportunities to that never had an opportunity. Y'all need to understand this. It's going to happen to you too, but you got to get rid of that baggage. Get rid of that baggage. Y'all carrying around stuff that happened to y'all when y'all was 7 years old. Not me. I don't want to be that little girl that was hurt and all that other stuff all over again. Why do I want to live through that twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times? You already relive it when you meet somebody or you meet your friend and you got to explain it to them what happened to you when you was younger. You're reliving it every time you have to tell that story over. So once you done told it about 4 or 5 times, you're in a serious relationship and you explaining certain parts of your life to them, you're reliving it. And then the baggage comes back and then you got to ask God to help you get rid of it again. No, I'm not going through that no more. That is gone. Today, yesterday, the day before, last week, last month is gone. And also, the other thing that's been happening to me, when you invite people into your life, into your space, and they have all that baggage with them, it tends to attack your spirit because your spirit is clean. Your spirit is only for God and yourself and your husband and your kids and your grandkids. You don't want to attach their spirit to your spirit because their pain begins up being your pain and your problem. That's not my problem and that's not my pain. I've already explained to you how I feel about it, what you should do, and that I'm sorry that you had to go through that. But you're not going to keep saying, you ain't been through what I've been through. Shit, me. Just different people did the same thing to us. The same thing happened to you happened to me. Just 2 different people did it to us. You understand what I'm saying? You get it? But some people don't get that. They want you to be miserable because they're miserable. Whoever made up the saying misery loves company, Didn't tell not one red lie. Didn't tell no lie. But I'm not finna be miserable with you. I'm gonna pray for you. I will help protect you. I will be your friend. And your friend will not let you know that I'm not gonna be miserable with you. They're not your friend. I'm not going to call you on the phone. I'm not going to email you. I'm not going to text you. And in the text message or the email or the phone call or however we are conversating, you are being negative towards me and you hitting below the belt. And I'm trying not to get, I'm trying not to be Janitra. I'm trying to be Jan. We put Janitra to bed. Jan is here now. I don't need y'all to bring her back out. Cause you, just like you can say hurtful things to people, I can say hurtful things to you too. But I refuse to do it. I refuse to do it. Call me what you want to. I don't care as long as you don't put your hands on me. And if you put your hands on me, you either gonna get that chair or a bullet. Pick your poison. Pick your poison. You have to pick your poison. You have to pick your poison. I'm not windmilling out there with nobody no more. My back is jacked up. I got developable MS. I can barely walk. And you want to beat me up? Go ahead and beat me up and watch what God do to you. You think you going through it. You touch somebody that can't help themselves and see what happens. Now I will attempt to do everything I can not to get that ass whooped, okay? But in the case that you done hit me and I can't defend myself and I feel like my life is in danger, I'm going to shoot your ass. Yep, I said it here first. You're going to get shot. Yep. Don't do that. Don't do that. So stop being negative to each other and love on each other. If you calling somebody your brethren or your sister and you know your yardie or whatever, act like that. Act like you really love those people and stop pushing your baggage, your demons onto them when that person done got rid of their demons. I done got rid of my demons. Run, devil, run. Because I be praying you up out of here every day. You're not allowed up in here. Not in my house. Not in my life. Get away. You done already caused so many problems and I lost so many things. I should be further than I am. But I guess what? I didn't mind starting over. We don't know how many times we start over until we like, dang, we just went through that. I just started my whole life over. When my mama left me, my life started over. When my daddy left me, my life started over. If I ain't got no husband no more, guess what? My life gonna start over. I done hit that reset button so many times and haven't even thought about it. When my kids rebelled against me, I started over. But I also made it over. And everything I told them that would happen in their life that they did not listen to when I was giving them direction and I was trying to save them from the streets, it's coming around and they're like, dang, my mom told me not to do that. And I never sugarcoated anything with them. I never hid anything with them. I have 2 biological children from 2 different men. They're 2 years apart. Okay? However, I was still in love with my oldest daddy, but because he wouldn't get off drugs, I use that as an excuse to just be promiscuous and out there. And in between those 2, I had a miscarriage. And after I had a miscarriage, as soon as my period got off, my son daddy got out of jail and I ended up pregnant. He told me I was a lie. He told me he didn't want no fat, ugly baby like me. And he never took care of his son. I met my husband when my son was 3 and my daughter was 5. He had a 5-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 21-year-old. I was only 27 years old. He's 10 years older than me. We got married. I got 3 stepchildren. My oldest stepson, I'm 6 years older than him, never disrespected me. Never. To this day, almost 19 years later, has never disrespected me. Me and my husband got married a month and a half after we met. We met October the 3rd. I was trying to get back at a guy I was messing with. And I ended up meeting him. We got married November 17th on my grandma's birthday. It was a Monday. Yes, we did. My favorite person that was in this world was my grandma. I didn't even remember my mama until my grandma died. That's how much I was up under her. She did all her grandkids the same way. What a wonderful woman. I'm telling you, not just the brag because it's my grandma, but I'm for real. Everybody can tell you that. Everybody can tell you that. We didn't learn evil things. We went to church. We was together as a family. If my grandma was living today, which she would be 100 and something years old, she was born in 1911. We ain't trying to be that old. No. My grandma would be having a fit how this family is acting. My mama would be having a fit. And then they talking about, now you the matriarch of the family. I'm not cooking every Thanksgiving and Christmas and all these pagan holidays that these people have made up. Talking about this what we got to do on this day and that day. And feeding all of y'all and then y'all going back out the door talking about, child, she ain't cooking that macaroni and cheese right or them greens right. I ain't got time for that. Nope. I feed myself and my grandkids and my kids, my husband, and no, I'm not inviting nobody over nowhere because we should be coming together as a family anyways, and all of us eating together. Not no separate. You have this at your house. You have this. You have that. You have that. Everybody should be bringing something, and all of us should be eating together. Nobody should be slaving. We're not slaves. We should be joining together to do things together. And for these ones that think they can't have people to their house because they got a new house or they think their furniture is all that or they don't want to get this and that dirty. After my mama died, I had just bought my furniture. My shit was brand new. Y'all was walking all over my brand new white and blue carpet with space of gold in it, sitting all over my sofa. And then when y'all came, my husband had uncovered it. And then y'all had an attitude. I didn't have my shit a whole month. And 90,000 people was on it. But I didn't say nothing. I don't like people to wear my shoes in my house. But I'm not going to tell everybody they got to take their shoes off. I got a custom-made fireplace that's in my living room. And the other day I was like, damn, my shit really scratched up. That's a custom piece. Custom paint. What am I going to do? I haven't even broken it in. It's so bad that I haven't put the cable boxes in the cabinet. I haven't put my decoration. I haven't went shopping for the decorations to go in the cabinet. Haven't put my lights on the inside of the cabinet. I maybe burnt my fireplace 10 days. It's part of life. But I'm going to close this out because it's been over an hour. Take care of yourself. Remember to pray. Love each other. Love thy neighbor as thyself on these 2 commandments. Okay? Y'all know what I'm saying. Love thy neighbor as thyself. What goes around comes around. What you put out, you will get back. Take care of each other. If you don't even know the person and the person say, it's my birthday, I'm having a hard day, say happy birthday to them. I had a lovely lady send me a lovely message for my birthday after I posted something from our dinner yesterday. She didn't have to do that, but I felt in my spirit that she was a good person. You believe that? I felt that came from the heart. God is going to bless her. She don't even know what's coming to her. I just want her to throw her hands up in the air and say, glory. Because she don't know me from a can of paint. But she was so nice and humble. I appreciate that. I really had a good birthday. I did. So y'all stay blessed. Any August birthdays, happy birthday to you. We Leos taking over. The Virgos coming up too. Your August Virgos, happy birthday. I'm signing out. Okay, good night, y'all. Peace.